Due to a significant error made by Whoopi Goldberg, Sara Haines was compelled to correct her live on TV. During Monday's episode, The View moderator discussed the Rolling Stones list of the 200 greatest singers of all time. At the beginning of the month to commemorate 2023, the publication released its list of the top musicians. The 67-year-old Whoopi was furious at the channel for failing to feature a number of exceptionally gifted vocalists, such as the late great Ella Fitzgerald. "Ella Fitzgerald is not on the list," she sulked. "No." The comic continued by mentioning other well-known performers who were not present, including Kenny Rogers, MC Hammer, and Nat King Cole. Sara, 45, had to interrupt Whoopi's outburst to say, "I have a correction. Ella Fitzgerald is on there. So that's good news," the host remarked, seeming uneasy as she turned to the crowd. "She's 25, Sara said, then pressed her earpiece and asked, "What is it?" "She's 45. I see." One of the show producers was seated in the crowd, looking grim, when the camera panned to him. The awkward encounter follows Whoopi's contentious 2022 year. She received a 2-week suspension from The View in February for making wrong and hurtful comments regarding Jews and the Holocaust, according to network ABC. The comedian asserted that race had nothing to do with the Holocaust, which claimed the lives of around 6 million Jews between 1941 and 1945. Then, only a month ago, Whoopi seemed to reiterate her Holocaust assertion. "My best friend said, 'Not for nothing is there no box on the census for the Jewish race,'" Whoopi stated in an interview with the Times of London. "That makes me think that we are most likely not a race." Regarding her remarks from early 2022, she had expressed regret for them, stating that they were an effort to convey to the reporter what I had said and why, and attempted to recount that time. She continued by noting that she had spoken with and heard from numerous members of the Jewish community who had educated her, adding, "It was never my intention to appear as if I was doubling down on hurtful comments. Believe me, I heard everything everyone said to me, and I'm still learning a lot," she remarked. Because of Whoopi's offensive remarks, fans called for her dismissal. A single individual tweeted, "At The View, the slur that led to Whoopi Goldberg's suspension from your show has been repeated. It is now necessary to permanently suspend that individual. Clearly, her harsh comments taught her nothing. #disgusted. Another fan became enraged. Here Whoopi Goldberg is again discussing ABC and Jews. When will she find out? She needs to be banned from TV altogether. Nobody wants to listen to her BS. Despite fans wanting her to be taken off air, Whoopi's 4-year contract isn't up until the summer of 2025. The studio lights gleamed down on The View's iconic round table as the live audience buzzed with anticipation. Today's taping had all the makings of a memorable episode: celebrity gossip, political hot takes, and, as it turned out, a fashion moment that would become an instant classic. Joy Behar had arrived that morning in an ensemble that was impossible to ignore, though perhaps she'd hoped it would go unnoticed. Seated in her usual spot, Joy appeared unfazed as the camera panned over the panel. She wore a bright, electric blue pantsuit adorned with what could only be described as a galaxy of sequins. To complete the look, a pair of oversized gold hoop earrings dangled dramatically, and her feet were strapped into leopard print heels. It was bold, it was dazzling, it was very Joy. The segment began innocuously enough. Whoopi Goldberg, ever the queen of cool, leaned forward with her signature smirk. "Before we dive into today's hot topics," she started, her tone dripping with mischief, "can we take a moment to appreciate Joy's outfit?" The audience chuckled. The other co-hosts perked up, sensing what was about to unfold. "I mean, Joy," Whoopi continued, gesturing toward her friend, "are you heading to Studio 54 after this, or did you lose a bet?" Joy rolled her eyes but couldn't suppress a grin. "Oh, here we go," she muttered, crossing her arms. "What's the problem? It's festive." It's something, all right, Whoopi quipped, eliciting a roar of laughter from the audience. Sunny Hostin, ever the tactful one, tried to soften the blow. You know, Joy, I actually admire your confidence. Not everyone could pull off, such a unique look. Unique? Joy retorted, raising an eyebrow. That's code for what the hell are you wearing, isn't it? Sunny laughed, holding up her hands in defense. I'm just saying, you're making a statement. It's giving outer space disco diva. More like the Milky Way exploded, Whoopi interjected. Sara Haines, always the ray of sunshine, couldn't resist chiming in. Joy, did you raid Elton John's closet this morning? Or did the wardrobe department just hand you a box of random stuff and say, good luck? That's rich coming from someone who wore neon sneakers with a cocktail dress last week, Joy shot back, earning her a few oohs from the audience. Alyssa Farah Griffin, the panel's younger conservative voice, decided to get in on the action. You know, Joy, I think it's refreshing. Who needs subtlety in fashion, right? It's like you're saying, I'm here, I'm loud, and I might blind you if you look too long. Joy threw her head back, laughing. Oh, please, Alyssa. You're just jealous you can't pull off something like this. By this point, the audience was fully invested, clapping and cheering with every zinger. Someone from the crowd shouted, "We love you, Joy," which only emboldened her. You hear that? Joy said, pointing toward the fans. The people love me, sequins and all. Whoopi raised her hand to quiet the room, but her grin betrayed her amusement. All right, let's give Joy her flowers. It takes guts to walk out here looking like a disco ball had a love child with a leopard. Joy shrugged, clearly reveling in the attention. What can I say? I like to sparkle. Just when the roast seemed to have reached its peak, the producer surprised everyone by bringing out a special guest, RuPaul. The drag icon sashayed onto the stage to thunderous applause, taking one look at Joy's outfit before dramatically pausing. Joy Behar, RuPaul said, hands on hips, you are serving something. I don't know what it is, but you are serving. The panel erupted into laughter as Joy threw up her hands. See? Ru gets it. This is high fashion. RuPaul shook their head, smiling. Honey, even I wouldn't wear that, and I've worn everything, but props for the audacity. Never one to back down, Joy decided it was time to turn the tables. You all think you're so funny, huh? Let's talk about some of your choices. She pointed to Whoopi. Whoopi, you've worn a caftan every day for the last decade. What are you hiding under there? Snacks. The audience howled as Whoopi leaned back, feigning offense. Snacks? Girl, please. I'm hiding from bad fashion like yours. Joy turned to Sunny next. And Sunny, don't think I didn't notice that time you wore a dress with the tag still on it. Sunny gasped, her eyes wide with mock indignation. That was an accident. Unlike your outfit, which is clearly premeditated. Finally, Joy addressed Sara. And Sara, I love you, but you once wore a sweater that looked like it was knitted by your grandma's cat. Sara threw her hands in the air, laughing. Fair, but at least I don't need sunglasses to sit next to myself. As the laughter died down, Whoopi took control again. All right, let's give it up for Joy and her unforgettable style choices. The audience erupted into cheers, and Joy took a mock bow, clearly enjoying every second of the attention. Thank you. I'll be here all week, blinding people with my fashion. Whoopi shook her head, chuckling. And that, folks, is why we love Joy Behar, sequins, sass, and all.